Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I have no sense of music, so it's not like veer off into Hanukkah.
Yeah, for sure.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. It's good to see everyone. We are putting the week behind us. How many of you had homework this past week? Well, that's behind us. How many of you had a test in school this week? That's behind us. How many of you had a test? How'd that go today? Good. It went all right. Good. Okay. How many of you had to add fractions with different denominators in them? Oh my gosh. Say goodbye. You had to add fractions with different denominators. Say goodbye to that. How many of you had sort of work or bills or stresses or life? There we go.
Life.
So Shabbat is our opportunity to kind of hit the pause on all of that, and to say, welcome to the week. All right. And friends, we're going to invite you all in the back to go sit down with moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas. And this is, Shabbat Shalom. This is my good friend, Ari. And Ari and his wife, Maddie, who I've known for the past 30 seconds. This is how much I know. Is it okay if we talk that you're expecting baby?
Go for it, yeah.
So Ari and Maddie, this is your first?
Yeah.
Okay. Ari and Maddie told me that they came here because they have something very special that's going to happen in their lives in just a few months. And that is, that's marriage is good. They got married. And now they're on to, what do you think comes next? They're having a baby. Let's give Maddie a round of applause. She's got that glow. And so listen, guys, all of you out there who are sort of, in elementary school or in preschool, you got to put on a good show for Maddie over here because she's got to and moms and dads, no matter how hard of a week it's been, sell her on it. Anyway, we're so happy to have Maddie and to have Ari here. Ari is going to help lead us in our service. So we're going to begin. Everyone stand up. Put your arms around one another, whether you're in the same family or not in the same family, or just put your arms around each other. We're going to sing Hine Matov. Or is this a clap-along one?
Sure, if you want
All right, this is not an arms around. We'll do that for Shalom Aleichem. Why are arms around each other? Oh my gosh. Clap along to this one.
Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine matov, umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Let's go. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Hine matov, how good it is. Now, wait, why are you just standing there? Put your arms around each other.
Now we're doing
Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Hamlach, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem, Boachem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu barchuni. Barchuni l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Oh, mi melech malachei amlachim hakadosh baruch. Serchem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei amlachim hakadosh baruch hu.
Please remain standing. One of the greatest things about the Shabbat candles, the Shabbat candles are actually there for electricity. You remember before electricity, Miles? A little, not so much. So before they had electricity, they had a little bit of a problem, which is you're supposed to experience joy on Shabbat. And joy is like having dinner with your family, looking into each other's eyes, talking, adults maybe even having quiet time with one another. That is the purpose of Shabbat. But the rabbis were like, wait a second, you can't do any of that if you're sitting in the dark and there's no electricity. So what the rabbis designed was this ritual of filling the house with light before Shabbat started, and that's the lighting of the Shabbat candles. And now for over 2,000 years, across generation after generation, families have been lighting Shabbat candles. And while it started as something that we did because it literally lit our home up, now we light the Shabbat candles because we understand that it actually poetically allows us or illuminates the blessings in our lives. So what I want everyone to do is as we light the candles, well, they're already lit, but as we turn our attention towards the candles, let's turn our attention in our hearts and our souls to the blessings in our lives. Think about something that you are truly blessed with in your life. Maybe it's a warm bed. Maybe it's a good friend. Maybe it's the Los Angeles Football Club league champions. Maybe it is new friends. Chance, you and I are new friends. Or maybe it is an expectation of an expanding family. Those are all blessings. And so when you see that blessing, then please let's join Ari and Maddie for the blessing over the candles. And we'll turn our attention here to you. Everyone, take what you do is you're supposed to light the candles before Shabbat, but then when you make the blessing, Shabbat starts. So what you do is you kind of light the candles, and you you make the blessing, and then you're like, woo, oh wow, candles, surprise. And so watch that, huh? Surprise. Okay, so everyone, you go like this, and bring in the light, and then kind of hold the hands over your eyes. So we're pretending like the candles are not lit, and now we make the blessing with Ari and Maddie.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lechadlik ner shel Shabbat.
May the light of these candles illuminate all of the many blessings in our lives. And let us all say,
Amen.
Amen. You could either be standing or seated for this one. Actually, you could sit down, but then if you decide to start dancing around, that's cool. And we're going to sing Romimu, which is on a page in the book.
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Let's get a big key. Key. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. That was all right, but we can do a little better. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. One more time. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu. Let's hear a big key. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Oh, we're not stopping. Romemu, everybody. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar. You know the drill. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. One more time, biggest keys you got. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu.
That was great. That was a nice Congo line. And that leads us and inspires us to continue with Lecha Dodi. We are going to continue with Lecha Dodi.
Lecha dodi, likra kala, pene Shabbat nekabela.
Page 23.
Lecha dodi, likra kala, pene Shabbat nekabela, la lecha dodi, likra. Let's hear ya. Pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likra kala, pene Shabbat neka. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Hishmi'anu el hameyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shem multiferet v'letila la lecha dodi, likra kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likra kala, pene Shabbat, Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor habracha, merosh mikerem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshavat chila la lecha dodi, likra kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likra kala, pene Shabbat. Hitoreri, kiva orech umi uri shir daberi. Kevod Adonai alayech nigla la lecha dodi, likra kala. Pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likra kala. Pene Shabbat nekabela.
And we all rise, and you face the entrance to your place of prayer. So we turn our eyes towards the entrance, and this is the aspirational part of Judaism. That means that we as Jews are dreamers. We dream that we appreciate the present, but we aspire for a future. Shabbat is about seeing what we have and understanding that there is more that can be done, more that can be achieved. And that's the beauty of the Shabbat bride. So we pause, we take a deep breath, and we see Boi V'Shalom, come into our lives with your majesty, with your beauty, adding to the beauty to the world and for the possibility of peace. We say Boi V'Shalom, come in peace, surrounded by gladness and joyous shouts. Come to us, the Jewish people, and help us, inspire us to make the world a better place. Boi V'Shalom.
Boi V'Shalom, Atzeret Bala, Gam Besimcha Uvetzola, Toch Emunei Am Segula, Boi Chala, La La Lecha Dodi, Likra Kala, Pene Shabbat Nekabela, Lecha Dodi, Likra Kala, Pene Shabbat Nekabela, La Lecha Dodi, Likra Kala, Pene Shabbat Nekabela, Lecha Dodi, Likra Kala, Pene Shabbat Nekabela.
All right, now that we have our blessings and we've kind of, actually here, remain standing. Yeah. That is Kabbalat Shabbat. And the point of Kabbalat Shabbat is to make that break between the, all that schmutz in the rest of the week and the beauty and sanctity of Shabbat. And so now I think we've successfully done that. As we've sung together, as we've prayed together, as we laughed together, as we've danced together. And now we're ready for the Baruch Hu, our call to prayer, on page 39. Page 39.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Am I awake? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayers? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Le'olam va'ed. Ya la la, ya la 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 la.
And we can all be seated. There's two blessings in between the Baruch Hu and the Shema. The first one that recognizes God as the source of creation, and the second of which recognizes God as the source of love. And when you combine creativity with love, here, look, you had math tests today. If you had a math test, creativity plus love equals blessing. Okay? Does that sound like a good mathematical equation? Right? Even the most fancy math teacher in the entire world, creativity plus love equals blessing. That is like... That's a horrible math question. I love that he's talking here. Yeah, I'm good. All right, so we're going to continue with the end of the first blessing on the bottom of page 39. Uma avir yom.
חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב הרבי.
Okay, my friend Lewis, he's my buddy, but he has doubted my math skill. Is that true, Lewis? Yeah, I think it was. Lewis said, Rabbi, stick to the Talmud. Stick to the Torah. Don't do math. Because I doubt that creativity plus love equals blessing. Because you didn't think there was enough love, Lewis. You doubted the amount of love. And if we could prove to you that we are filled with ahava, with love, then you would think that's a good equation. So we've got to really now sing this one out. We've got to sing this song really loud, the second blessing, the song of love, Ahavat Olam, eternal love, page 40.
Ahavat
Olam,
Beit Yisrael.
I need help here. Chavta Torah u'mitzvot u'kim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta. Amen Adonai Eloheinu v'shovenu u'v'kumenu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem hayenu ve'orech yameinu u'vahem negei yomam v'layla ki hem hayenu ve'orech yameinu u'vahem negei yomam v'layla ki hem hayenu ve'orech yameinu u'vahem negei yomam v'layla ki hem hayenu ve'orech yameinu u'vahem negei yomam v'layla ואהבתך תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. Okay. And now that we have proven, Lewis, beyond a reasonable doubt, that creativity plus love equals blessing, we are ready to move on to the Shema, where we can hear the blessing in the world. And so I know I have some Shema assistants. Gentlemen, you can all come around here. Gather around. All right. Here, step one step closer. All right.
Testing.
Yeah, this is a very shy bunch.
Oh my testing, God. Testing.
And on through the Shema and the Shvi'ah. 1, 2, 3.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha le'ol ha'amcha u'le'ol Okay, we're still testing.
למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, אמת. We're in the middle of page 44, where we celebrated a time when creativity plus love equaled blessing. And that was when Moses, who we learn about in this week's Torah portion, we don't get the final, the conclusion in this week's Torah portion, but the beginning of our leaving Egypt, of saying, sayonara, Pharaoh. That happens, that starts to happen in this week's Torah portion, and eventually the Israelites leave slavery behind and embrace freedom, but they got to cross the sea. So what they do is when they cross the sea, guess what? God shows a lot of love and a lot of creativity by moving some water out of their way, which created blessing for them to leave. And then we sang Micha Mocha at the shores of the sea, page 44, Micha Mocha with my good friend Ari.
Yai lai lai la lai la lai 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 yai lai lai la lai 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 yai lai la lai la lai la lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 Micha mocha Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai Micha mocha ne'edar b'kodesh Nora tehilot osef elech Nora tehilot osef elech Malchutecha Malchutecha ra'u v'anecha Pokeam lifnei Moshe זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
ונאמר כי יפדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל Yisrael.
Amen.
One of our younger friends shared with me today that when you go out in the dark, that the dark is a little scary. And that's why the rabbis agreed with that. That's why to the evening prayer, to the Mariv service, they added a special prayer. It's called the Hashkivenu. It's a prayer of peace. It's a recognition that the evening darkness provides challenges. And that's not only darkness in the physical sense, but darkness in the spiritual sense as well. When you don't have certainty or light, when you face challenges, you need a boost. And the Hashkivenu is our prayer that we can build a sukkah of peace. In other words, a refuge for all people when they face darkness. So the Hashkivenu, our evening prayer for peace, is on page 45.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu
Put your arm around someone you love
leshalom
here.
v'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim.
Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'al Yerushalayim. May God inspire all of us to spread a sukkah of peace upon the entire world, and let us all say,
Amen.
Amen. Please rise as we continue with the beginnings of the Amidah. The Amidah is recited silently, but before the Amidah, we do the most complicated Jewish dance ever. Are you aware of the most complicated Jewish dance ever?
Oh, I just know the music. I don't know the moves.
Oh, you do know. Watch this. I
Okay.
think you can learn I'm going to teach you. This is my only time in my life. I'm going to be a dance instructor.
Okay.
I'm going to show you the moves because I got moves.
Okay.
All right, I got moves. Watch this. Adonai sifatai tiftach
Oh, I'm good. Okay.
ufi yagid tehilatecha.
Right first.
You can go at your own discretion. I allow your own creativity there. Oh, you did it a lot better than I've ever done it in my life. You got moves. Okay. It's 3 steps back. It's a pause. It's a breath. And then when you've prioritized what you really think are, I look at prayer as a mirror, right? I don't believe in prayer as hocus pocus or Harry Potter but I think of prayer as a mirror, and it's an opportunity to think what are we willing and ready to face in that mirror. So we sing, Adonai sifatai tiftach, then we pause, ufi yagidi latecha. But first we'll sing a little bit.
Ha-na-na-na-na-na-na Adonai. Ha-na-na-na-na-na Sfatai Tifta. Ha-na-na-na-na-na Ufi Yagi. Yeah. Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Ah-na-na-na-na-na-na-na Adonai. Ah-na-na-na-na-na-na Sfatai Tiftach. Ah-na-na-na-na-na-na Ufi Yagi. Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Ha-na-na-na-na-na-na Adonai. Ha-na-na-na-na-na Sfatai Tiftach. Ha-na-na-na-na-na Ufi Yagi. Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha.
With the words of the Amidah ready at page 47, or just the prayers of your heart, we say, Adonai sifatai tiftach, ufi yagi tehilatecha. And when you're done with the Amidah, you can be seated as we continue with Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom Bimroma. Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al Kol Yisrael. ועל כל יושבי בית אל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי בית אל ואמרו אמן. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Oh, say shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי בית אל ואמרו I want to do that Yaila one more time because I like those claps. Here we go. Yaila la 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 la, yaila la 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 la, yaila la 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 la, yaila la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Yitgadal v'yikada shemei rabba B'yalma divra kirutei v'yalmich malchutei b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei techol beit Yisrael Bagala ubizman kariv Yimiru amen Yehi shmei rabba mevorach Le'olam yomei omaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yir'amam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei d'kudisha brichu Titkabel tzotanu v'oton dechol Yisrael kadam avon divishmaya v'yimeru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yakol Yoshvei Tevel v'yimeru. Amen. Very quickly today, I want to let everyone know that in this Torah part, in this parsha, in the Torah portion that we are going to read from the Torah tomorrow, there is a hero of the story. Who said me? That's awesome, right? Well, it's good to see yourself in the text. But who is, right? It's so relatable that I am the hero. But who is the hero of this? It's the story of the Exodus from Egypt, or the beginning. And there is the emergence, or the origin story, if I get all Disney on you, the origin story of the hero of all time. And who is that? Moshe. So we would think, and that is true, Moses is a pretty big deal in this week's Torah portion. But I got to tell you, Moses is not the only hero of the story. And sometimes in our tradition, they focus a little too much on the boys and not enough on the girls. Because guess what? It's true. Guess what? The reason that they did that is the people who wrote these stories down, they had really good aspirations, but they were also all men. So, within this text, though, we can find hints of really other special heroes, and I imagine what their stories were, and I think it's really important to celebrate them too. It doesn't take away from Moses, but it just adds to the story. So we know Moses, that Moses was great. We also know that Moses, when he was born, had to avoid being tossed into the Nile and being, taken care of, be careful here, by the Pharaoh. So when Moses was set out, how did Moses get safely to the Pharaoh's palace? Does anyone remember that part of the story? Right. His mom put him in the basket, and his sister stood by his side and kind of made sure that the baby, Moses, found a home. Hero number one, Moses' sister, who we later learn is Miriam. None of this is possible. None of Moses' story is possible if Miriam didn't do what she did. But guess what? It's not just Miriam, Moses' sister, who made it all possible. I'm looking for another female hero in the Torah in this story. Anyone else? The mom. Yeah, never skip the mom. The mom is for sure a hero. There's also another hero. Sarah, you want to tell us who the midwives? I'm going to get to them too. The midwives, I'm going to get to them in 1 second. One more hero. Pharaoh's daughter. If you think about it, Miriam, Moses' sister, makes sure that kind of Moses finds a home. But it's the Pharaoh's daughter who, think about this, her dad is the baddest guy on the whole planet. He's so mean that he's trying to kind of get rid of all the Israelites. But she defies his law and takes an Israelite baby into her home. Her dad makes the laws and was regarded as a god, and she didn't listen because she knew it wasn't right. Hero number 2, Pharaoh's daughter. Hero number 3, who is hero number 3, Sarah? The midwives, because Pharaoh's daughter wasn't alone. Pharaoh, not only was Moses in trouble, lots of the babies in Israel the Israelite babies were in trouble. But guess what? 2 women who were in charge of helping babies be born, they didn't listen to Pharaoh. They said, you know what you're going to do is not right. And what he wanted to do is to mistreat those babies. I'm being deliberate in avoidance here. But what they did was they stood up to his tyranny, to his bad ideas, to his mean ideas, to his murderous plots. And they made sure that people had babies that were born healthy and could live their life. So great, Moses is definitely a hero. But I want to remind everyone that Moses is certainly not the only hero in this story. And in fact, without the assistance of lots of female heroes, starting with Moses' mom, including Moses' sister, including, knock, knock, who's there? Including Moses' sister and the Hebrew midwives and Pharaoh's daughter, none of this would be possible. So while we celebrate our male ancestors, our forefathers, we also celebrate the heroes, the female heroines who made Jewish history possible and saved so many people and gave us blessing. And so let's say, yay, girls!
Yay, girls!
All right. Shabbat shalom, everybody. All right. So the other, Rabbi Schuldenfrei, not the other Rabbi Schuldenfrei, Rabbi Schuldenfrei points out, and this is really important. One more second, everyone. Here, just focus. On Monday, we're going to be marking, what happens on Monday? Martin Luther King Day. And Martin Luther King absolutely deserves credit for all the work that he did to further the cause of civil rights in this country. And Martin Luther King Jr. wasn't alone. That there were many men and also many women who furthered the cause of civil rights in this country, including many women who needed to, as Rabbi Schuldenfrei reminded me, who needed for their work to use the buses of Montgomery, the city in which they lived, and who refused and honored the Montgomery boycott in order to further civil rights in this country. So on Monday, we recall the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr., and we also recall the many women who helped further the cause of civil rights in our country. And so now we're going to invite anyone who is not yet bar bat mitzvah, but who says, hey, I know the Kiddush. Come on up and help me lead the Kiddush on page 55. Page 55. Can you grab the Kiddush cup right over there? Yeah, Miles, let someone else go. Okay. Asher, do you want to hold the Kiddush cup? Okay. All right. Everyone, please rise. Yeah, you made everyone stand up. That's pretty cool. Right. Okay, you guys ready? How well do you guys...
Oh, yes.
Michael, you know it? Yeah, you want to hold the mic?
Yes.
Okay, you ready?
Is it like the Yom HaShishi?
Oh, we're not going to do that part. Oh, you want to come with us? Can I pick you up? You ready? Yeah, hold that Kiddush cup up.
Let's all
Okay. Yeah, you all. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kadishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shavat kodsho v'yavav u'ratzon hikimanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit yom tefillah v'mikra kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim Kivanu b'harta v'yotanu kidarta mikol ha'amim shama kodeha ve'avahu ratzon hineltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadei HaShabbat.
Yisher Koach. Down the hatch, Asher. No, Asher, you get to drink it. Do you want to? All right. You want to drink the Great Truths chant? Mommy, is that okay? All right, great. You want to drink that? It's like lots of sugar, dude. All right.
I want to get down.
Oh, you want to go down? Okay. And we're going to continue with Aleinu on page 56.
Aleinu l'shabeach Adon hakol lateit gedulah liotzer Bereshit shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot ve'lo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama shelo sam helkenu kahem ve'gor aleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim u'mishtahabim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu noten shamayim ve'yoser haaretz u'moshe b'kara b'shamayim ima'ah u'shkinatu zo b'gavhei meromim hu Eloheinu einon emet malkeinu efes zulato kakadu b'torato v'yadat hayom v'hashevota elevavecha ki Adonai hu Elohim b'shamayim ima'ah
Kakatu b'toratecha, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
We can all be seated. In love, we recall those who no longer walk this earth, and we are grateful to God for the gift of their lives and for the cherished memories that never fade. This week, we as a congregational community mourn the passing of Vladimir Davidovich, and we mark the Shloshim, the 30 days since the passing of Saul Bialik, Sharon Leadham, Rolf Gompertz, Dr. Marvin Aronson, Meira Jonathan, Linda Rosenberg, and Harlan Polsky. And this coming week, we'll also observe the yurtzites of Ben Barak, David Dauber, Rita Erringer, Ernest Fields, Murray Goldstein, Leah Groveman, Rosalina Pill, Celia Rubenstein, Bernard Rubin, Shirley Shirley, Elise Wagner, Virginia Friedman, Minori Kamenishi, Yenta Kurdman, Rose Lieber, Victor Redstone, Lynn Spector, Samuel Kessis, Leon Shavinsky, Morris Silverman, Martin Weiss, George Dykman, David Sudekin, Danny Wellen, Joseph Zebrok, Irving Belford, Joseph Fink, Susan Gruber, Benjamin Nyman, Harold West, Henry Diamant, Eugene Gaber, Meyer Jacobs, Leon Schipper, May Wagner, Rose Bromberg, Diane Radin, Helen Tassoff, Jacob Turk, Robert Winters. Is there anyone either in mourning or observing a yurtzeit for someone I didn't mention? And then before we continue with Mourner's Kaddish, a special prayer for you, Michelle, and for your family, as we say to you as you come up from Shiva. May the memory of your mother be a source of blessing. And let me tell you, so Michelle, our good friend, is here, and she's thinking about her mom. And what I learned about her mom was that it was so important for her mom that all of you and your brother's friends felt comfortable in your home, that you kind of she made your house like the house to be at, right? And I was thinking about that, and that's kind of what we want for the synagogue, right? That we want you all to always be here. We want this to be a comfortable place for you. And so as your mom made your house a home, it's maybe it's like her soulful like blessing to us that we can continue to transform our synagogue into a home for our community. So may the memory of your mom be a source of eternal blessing, and we say to that, Amen. And now we'll invite everyone to who's in mourning or observing a yurtzeit to please rise as we sanctify God's name with the words of Mourner's Kaddish. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabah bi'alma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon u'v'yamechon u'v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'v'zman kari v'imru Amen. Yehi shmei rabah mevarach le'olam almei almaya Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit romam v'yit naseh v'yit hadar v'yit taleh v'yit halal shemei dekudisha b'richu le'ela minko birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran bi'alma v'yimru Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, Amen. And may the memory of our loved ones be a source of comfort and blessing, and let us all say Amen. We want to, this is Maddie and our new friend Ari's first time here at Adat Ariel. So we want to say welcome to the two of you, and we want to say Yisher Koach and a Todah Rabbah for you for leading services. Let's give Ari a round of applause. Thank you. You had fun too.
Always have fun.
We also want to thank David Kamner, as always. We want to thank all of you for being here. Is this anyone's first time at a .Ariel? Is it anyone's first time at a .Ariel? Yeah. So this is our friend Chance and his mom, Jennifer. Chance and you're like a veteran, dude. Yeah, I know, but we're just happy that you're on this side of the. We're here. We're happy that you're here. How about we're happy that you're there and we're happy that you're here. And so welcome to a .Ariel. Chance looks like he's having fun. And Chance and I visited the kitchen. Chance, come over here. Tell everyone what's for dessert. You saw that. What was dessert? Dessert? You remember what you saw?
Cake and
Was it brownies?
brownies.
Ooh. All right. So cake and brownies are for dessert. Now, if you're thinking, we did not RSVP. I'm a rabbi, not a caterer. We'll figure it all out. You guys can come. And I guess I just ask if you'd like to join us and you forgot to RSVP, maybe just wait a little bit so that the people who RSVP'd can, but we'll figure it out and we'll always make room. So we'd love to have everyone stay for dinner. Dinner tonight is going to be in the social hall. So just follow the signs going in the social hall. It's good with us if your kids sort of expand their, like that's okay. You want to just kind of keep tabs on them to what you're comfortable with as a parent. But we're good with them going on the field. If you guys are good with that, that's cool with us. You got to eat first, and you have to have the only way we're opening the field is if all of you eat your vegetables. All right, how does that sound? Like a good deal? All right. Okay, so now, and then we're going to sing one last song. Stand up. We're going to sing a nice... Oh, Adon Olam. All right, here we go.
Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Le'nasa, B'chefso Kol, Azai Malech Shemoni Kra. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Le'nasa, B'chefso Kol, Azai Malech Shemoni Kra. Adon. David.
Ve'acharei kiklot hakol leba yimloch nora
Adon Olam.
Behu haya, behu hove, behu yeh b'tifara.
Everybody! Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Le'nasa, B'chefso Kol, Azai Malech Shemoni Kra. Adon.
Last verse,
Olam.
biyado, Avkid
Ruchi,
B'yet Ishan B'a'ira
Adon Olam.
Givim Ruchi, Giviati, Adonai li below.
One more time, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Le'nasa, B'chefso Kol, Azai Malech Shemoni Kra. Adon Olam. You got it.
Shabbat Shalom! Join us in the social hall down the hallway to your left for Shabbat dinner.
Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat. Shabbat.
it in here and we'll see how I do.
Because it's got your keys down on there too. If you sub again, you never need to swallow the same MO. Perfect. If you do a third one, but on the second one it's someone else, and the first one is someone else, and the fourth one is running like everybody's on. Don't even say that. The running out is fourth. If you know, you know it's on the table here. The fourth one is a band, and I'm here every week for the last 35 years. I'm glued to the seat. Shabbat shalom, good job.
So this belongs to a bar mitzvah boy? Is
I'm just assuming because it looks like so nice. It's like on the rack with the other ones. You can tell which ones are like
treating it with respect for
oh yeah, these popular.
Happy New Year. Someone told me when he finally decided to go to the hospital for delivery, he said take a mental note of that time because it's the last time you'll be leaving that. It's the first time you're going to be in the hospital carrying a bunch of bags and stuff. It's the last time you'll ever leave and not carrying.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, last Friday, so many things. Since my kids, I know I have two more kids. Just come out of my yard and run in. So I can manage. Yes.
We're so
It's amazing. Yeah, best thing ever. Joanna Hirsch. They're not.
We're not yet. So the executive director, Eric, so he and I used to work at summer camp together. So when we got a house in Sherman Oaks, and he was like, come by the temple. He knew I used to be the salt leader of the camp. So he's like, whenever you need someone to fill in, are you down? So we're not members of the league, but you know, obviously we don't have really one, so we just get here too. So.
Put it across the
But in the meantime, just coming for Shabbat. It's nice.
Thank you very much. That was really lovely. Thank you so much. It was great to meet you.
Of course. I don't know if I got your
Deborah.
Deborah?
Fry.
Ari Kaplan.
Nice to meet you, Ari.
Nice to meet you too.
I feel like our worlds must have overlapped a lot.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah, I was in school with David Eshel.
God.
Yeah, I
You know, he married us.
She just,
Okay.
we were just
You-
sort of,
I saw
doing
you
the mini geography, the
Yeah.
mini, so yeah.
Exactly. And we'll be at his son Eli's bar mitzvah in March.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. No, he's the best. He's the
Yeah,
best.
a special person for sure.
Yeah.
So good. Well, welcome and
Thank
all
you.
the best in the coming. I'm glad that you got connected through Eric.
Through Eric, yeah.
That's nice.
Because he was at Kramer when I was at
Yeah, I
Kramer.
heard that. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Good. Well, we hope to see you back.
I would be happy to be back here. This is
Sounds
really
like we're
fun.
neighbors too.
Where are you guys?
We're at Noble and Burbank.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like we
Wow.
are literally.
You're right by us.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
Good. Well, enjoy. Shabbat shalom and see you
Shabbat
soon.
shalom.
Children Friday. We've never met.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, Shabbat shalom.